How difficult was it for you carrying on without someone who you said was your spiritual anchor? I mean, how does Chadwick continue to anchor you?
Well, he left such indelible lessons, you know. He led by example. He was his truest self, and he did the most with his life. And so when I was going into this film, I was thinking about that. Chadwick worked through all sorts of illness that I was not even aware of, and he did so with such grace. And so in going into this film, I really wanted to bring as much grace as possible to the process, be open-hearted, be present, enjoy it.
All the enthusiasm and the excitement, walking on that red carpet, does that ever sink in, the magnitude of all of it?
No. And, it's always different, and it felt different this time, of course, because our goal really with this film is to honor Chadwick Boseman. So, it was very much about coming together again in that way and with him deeply in our hearts.
I know one of the things Ryan Coogler said was that the central question at hand for all of you was, how do you kind of persevere in the midst of insurmountable odds? How were you able to do it?
It really was about leaning on each other. I know I leaned a lot on my cast members. I leaned a lot on Letitia, for instance. And, we leaned on each other, and we were there for each other in different moments. There were times you don't know when you're going to be hit by grief, because that's how grief works. And I remember a day where, there are new cast members who were really there for us.
As I was driving home from the premiere on Wednesday, I was thinking about, just in talking to all of you about legacy, and how do you continue a legacy, and what does it mean to have a legacy? And you got to tell the story.
Yeah.
What story will you tell about Chadwick?
Just, he was so exemplary as a leader, and what leadership really meant was so beautifully personified through how he guided us through this legacy, and it guided us through the creation of the last film. And it was so rooted in his own sense of, quiet and peace and joy, and how willing and available he was to everyone around him. People from the crew would talk about how he checked in on someone about meditation, and he was just very, very present to everyone, and pursuing absolute excellence. Ryan mentioned today how he was such an ambitious person, and ambitious for what we could do with this platform. And as a result, you see the result. So that type of leadership, that type of humanity is something that I learned from. I gleaned. I had his picture and my notebooks and everything. So I needed to be able to look in his eyes and center myself.
What was it like? What was it like without the leader of the pack?
Super hard. Think of the world's most difficult thing that you could experience times 10. That's the heartbeat of Black Panther. He really set the tone from our salute to speaking in Xhosa. That was all Chadwick Boseman. So we do this for him, and we do it to honor him, and I feel like I'm really proud of us, Yeah.
And even with the song dropped today, Lift Me Up.
Yeah.
Rihanna.
Riri.
Beautiful tribute.
Yeah.
What did that mean to you?
It means a lot. Everyone's finding their own beautiful way to honor him. I know when Thames wrote it alongside Ryan and Ludwig and Rihanna, that team collectively, collaboratively made something that felt fitting, befitting to his memory, and to, that what T'Challa means to us. So, we're gonna be lifted as we listen to that song, and hopefully it brings a lot of healing to a lot of people.